apartment for 4 months, during which he has diligently maintained the premises. His commitment to the property is further evidenced by his proactive approach in covering expenses such as cable and internet services. However, there appears to be a significant breakdown in communication concerning rental payments, as Preston notes an absence of any documented correspondence or notifications from Watson. This lack of clarity has resulted in considerable confusion regarding his status as a tenant. In his statements, Preston emphasizes his anticipation of communication from Watson to finalize a formal rental agreement. He argues that his responsible upkeep of the property substantiates his claim to tenant status. Despite Preston's repeated attempts to engage with Miss Watson for rent collection, he has encountered a frustrating lack of responsiveness. This ongoing silence has further complicated their rental agreement situation. In a troubling revelation, Preston discloses that he lost his job, attributing this setback to negative feedback about him posted by Miss Watson on social media platforms. This incident underscores the significant influence of online reputations on an individual's employment and overall livelihood. Contrarily, Miss Watson firmly rejects the existence of any rental agreement with Preston, branding him as a squatter. According to her claims, there was never any formal communication or signed documents establishing a landlord-tenant relationship. The owner had envisioned conducting renovations for the property during their absence. However, they were taken aback upon discovering reports of wild parties taking place. This situation highlights critical deficiencies in tenant management and property oversight. Despite having signed a rental agreement, the owner encountered challenges regarding access, notably not receiving a proper key to the property. This oversight raises significant concerns about the legitimacy and effective execution of rental contracts. The necessity for the owner to change the locks independently signals a profound breakdown in communication about property access. Such incidents emphasize the importance of establishing clear guidelines and protocols within rental agreements. The absence of a formal rental agreement adds layers of complexity to the ongoing situation, leading to conflicting assertions about the nature of the relationship between Preston and Watson. This scenario accentuates the critical importance of having comprehensive documentation. Central to the dispute are the claims regarding property damage, with one party alleging extensive destruction due to parties, while the other contends that only a single art piece was impacted. This discrepancy raises pertinent questions about accountability and liability. The dialogue surrounding utility payments and their implications further elucidates the situation, as one party argues that the act of paying for utilities signifies a tenant relationship. This discourse reveals the intricate nuances of occupancy and the associated financial responsibilities. The court ultimately orders the squatter to pay $7,000 for damages inflicted upon an art piece, thereby emphasizing the critical nature of accountability in property damage cases. This aspect of financial responsibility is a fundamental component of property law. Furthermore, the legal implications of residing in a property without a formal rental agreement are scrutinized, clarifying that tenant laws do not apply in such circumstances. This reinforces the necessity of establishing formal agreements within housing arrangements. While the judge's decision has been recognized as fair, the squatter expresses feelings of injustice and uncertainty regarding the next course of action. This sentiment illustrates the emotional ramifications that legal rulings can have on the individuals involved.